NewsNation medical contributor Dr. Dave Montgomery is with us right now. Hi, Dr. Montgomery. You know, New York City seeing the worst air quality in the world. How big a deal is this? I mean, what are we inhaling if you live in New York City or any of the parts of the U.S. that are seeing some of this smoke?
Yeah, good morning to you, Adrienne. Yeah, this is a really big deal. The research is pretty clear about this. This is not only a risk for exacerbating lung disease, it is pretty clearly a heart disease exacerbator as well. And what you're inhaling are all these tiny particles, carbon monoxide, other different kinds of particles that get past the trap that the lung naturally is into your bloodstream and triggers all of these heart problems, particularly clotting and plaque disruption, as well as vasoconstriction that causes hypertension. We're asking people with heart disease or heart disease risk to stay indoors.
And what are the short and long-term effects of that exposure, doctor?
Yeah, so I mean, you can imagine that when you get, particles like this that are foreign to the body, the immune system revs up. And when the immune system revs up, it starts to communicate. The communication of the immune system is inflammation. That inflammation can cause short-term, as we just talked about, heart attack risk, exacerbations of asthma, and longer-term risk. As you can imagine, inflammation causes both.
And in terms of what people are seeing there in New York City, I mean, we're watching the smoke come down from Canada, hundreds, or for some people, parts of the Midwest, you're seeing many, many miles away. In terms of these conditions, even after the smoke clears, should people go to the doctor and maybe get checked out for what might be lasting or exacerbated conditions?
Yeah, I mean, I think we should, listen to our bodies. If you have symptoms that seem to be worse than you normally have with asthma, with heart disease, please seek medical attention. But really, the key is stay out of harm's way. Stay indoors if you can. Wear N95 masks. We all learned about these N95 masks. This is exactly what it's used for, to keep particulate matter out of your body. And if you have filters in your, we expect for people to use air filters in their homes. We expect for automobiles like buses, we expect those filters to be updated. But certainly your HVAC system inside your home, we want you to update your air filters in that particular case as well.
Doctor, you mentioned masks, you mentioned things that people can do in their home.
We just lost him.
Are you still there, Dr. Montgomery?
He went to a black screen.
We'll have to get back
the
to
smoke
later
got
in
to
the
the
day.
system. Who knows? Hey, Dr. Dave, you with us again?
I am here. Yeah, sorry about that.
That's okay. Technical stuff happens.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And we were just wondering what people can do if they have to stay in the area. I know you mentioned air filters, masks, etc. But if you have to be there, is there anything else practical people can do to keep themselves safe?
Yeah, I mean, those are the main ones, right? So, if you've got to be out in the elements, wear a mask. I think the N95 masks are going to be far and away better than any of the surgical masks that you might get. So, New York is doing a really good job of getting those out there and providing them for people, making sure that you take your automobile in and update the filters in the automobile. And there are sort of portable air cleaners, right? So these are available for people that actually, can clear the air inside your home, inside your office. And so where that is possible to get, I think you should try to get one of those as well.
All right, Dr. Dave Montgomery, thank you for joining us. Great insight.
Good to be with you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.